Good morning, family, and welcome to what I'm calling the routine. This is Dr. B, and for the next 365 days, we're going to do this together. And we're not going to do it perfectly, but we are going to do it consistently. You know, we all talk about wanting a routine. We talk about discipline, consistency, faith, growth, but most of us don't actually have a routine that we can return to every single day. This isn't going to be me teaching you from the outside. This is me committing to becoming with you. So if you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build a powerful habit. If you hang with me for 90 days, it will change your life. But if you hang with me for all 365 days, your life will never be the same. And that, my friend, is a complete promise. As people who want to live their best lives, we need to be intentional. No, we have to be intentional. And for the next 365 days, if you join me, this is how we will start our day. We will wake up on purpose. We will protect our focus. We will not be distracted by opening our phones, devices, TV, computers, etc. until we are done here. We will hydrate immediately. We will create stillness through our breathing. We will work on our connection and our identity through a short devotional. We will focus on our gratitude. We will set our intention for the day. We will plan to make a connection with somebody this day. We will make and keep at least one promise to ourselves. And at some point today, we will move our body, not together, but you can do exercise, you can get it done. So now listen, if you're just finding us today, whether it's day 1 or day 200, you're right on time. These days don't build on each other, but each one stands on its own, and it's about consistency. And I understand because of the time zone, we're doing it at 6:30 Mountain Time, but whatever, you might have kids, you might have work and a real life. You may not always be able to join us live, and that's okay. If you need to, you can always watch the recording from the day before and do this routine earlier in your day if that's what it takes. It's live is obviously more powerful, but the recording still works. And that's what matters, is that you spend this time intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to show up. Welcome to the routine. Let's become together. And if you need more information, just go ahead and go to routine.live. Now let's go. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. What amazing, awesome, just incredible day it is today. Hey, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I'm so excited about today and all that day brings today. And I cannot wait to spend this time with you. And so we're going to start out with our breathing today. And our breathing is one of the most important parts. So we're going to start out our day. We're going to take a deep breath in and then take a deep breath out. Breathe in and then breathe out. And we're going to start this day on purpose today because we're going to protect our focus. Protecting our focus is super important. And so we're going to continue to do that today by doing what we're doing right now. We're not sharing our screens in the morning or getting on and doing a whole bunch of social media and all that kind of stuff. Just calming ourselves. So let me put our music on, our breathing music. Turn this down a little bit. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe in. Let's do three more. Breathe in.
Power on. Device pairing.
Two more. Get my tea here. One more. All right, let's move into our devotional today. And let's see where we have. Yeah. And I'll share my screen with you. Since it pops up, we are on day 81 today. So excited about today. I talked about yesterday, having the event. And so, at the end of the day, I just said, count it all joy, because it's one of those days where everything that you think, not everything that could go wrong, because we were able to have the event. The event went well. Right before the event, my fire alarm went off. Not the actual fire alarm. Let's say the fire smoke detector started beeping, and there's several that are right here, and I could not figure out right 5 minutes before how to get it to turn off. I took the piece out of the ceiling and put it outside, and it was still beeping, and I couldn't figure it out. And if there was any time in between, it was still beeping, and oh my gosh. So that started out in the middle of the session. We had the Zoom literally just shut off. Like everybody in the whole thing got kicked out, which was, how does that happen, right? What is it that we're doing? And there was some, I had recorded some intros, and those didn't work sometimes. And at the end, we had a video or an email that went out 9 hours later, not during the time. It was just one of those days where you just go, okay, God, count it all joy, right? And so today's devotional, we're on day 81, which is kind of cool and exciting because think about all the wonderful things that continue to happen as we continue to get better, right? So title, you don't have to do it alone. And that was the one thing that yesterday, of all the things that were going on, I had a team of people that were working hard and figuring it out, and they were able to get things back together. I have folks at the end, we were giving out gifts to folks that had showed up and came together and rallied. And one person said, I want to give my gift to somebody else. And then that person said, I want to give them something. And it was a beautiful thing where you don't have to do it alone. I guess there's one thing that I learned yesterday, other than counting it all joy, was that there is a team of people out there, a group of people who are dedicated to making lives better. Just like the folks that come in and watch this every single day, folks that are willing to make life better. So two are better than one, Ecclesiastes 4:9. God, remind me, I'm not meant to walk alone. I'm not meant to walk alone. And the truth is, calling is strengthened in community. And we've talked over the last 80 days about being in community and being with people and having connections, and why connections are so important every single way. Someone tried to build something alone and became overwhelmed. Oh, I need to put this on the screen. I am so sorry. I even have this note that says put it on the screen. Right? I've tried to carry things on my own before. I felt strong at first, independent, focused, but eventually it became heavy. When I invited others into everything, when I invited people in, everything shifts. Clarity increased, strength returned, and I realized that calling isn't meant to be carried alone. It's meant to be supported. Calling is something that you do because God put you on this earth to do it. And we talk about living boldly with purpose and being in purpose. But I've never seen somebody's purpose is to do it all by yourself. I've never seen somebody's purpose to go sit out in the woods and say, my purpose is to be here alone and not be in community with others. My purpose isn't to lift up other people in some way, shape, or form. Whether my purpose is a nonprofit or for-profit or at church or ministry or outside of ministry, everybody's purpose is designed to lift other people up. And it's so amazing when we start thinking about our lives and the things that we do and where we go, and whether it's working with our families or working with our communities or working with other people that are around us that may not be part of our community right now, but still striving to be. It's amazing that we're returned and our calling is meant not to be carried alone. It's meant to be supported as well. And so we think, okay, my calling is to lift others up, but is it really to do it by yourself? And if you are doing yourself, I know John Maxwell has a great quote in, I think it's the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. He's written, I don't know, 90 books, 100 books by now. And they're all super really good. I don't know how many, I probably at least read 40 or 50 of them. And he says, if you are a leader and you have no followers, you're only taking a walk. And it just sticks with me every time that I think about that and I hear that. I'm like, okay, so if I'm trying to do this by myself, every time I try to fix the problem, I try to do it by myself. And yesterday was one of those pivotal moments, I guess, where I realized I can't do this alone. There's no way after everybody gets shut off the internet that I can go back. Everybody gets thrown out of our event. I can't go back and fix that. And when I do, and everybody comes back on, am I supposed to make sure that the breakout rooms and everything is working? No, my team did that. And so isolation makes calling heavier. Stop trying to do this by yourself. Who can you invite into your journey today? Who can you say, hey, I would love for you to come beside me. Let's go do something together. Or if you're not wanting to be the leader right now, whose team can you jump on and support in a way? Because we're not always, in order to be good leaders, we have to be good followers. And in order to be a good follower, we have to engage in what somebody's doing and be part of it. So today the prayer is, Father, help me walk in community again. We'll continue to talk about that. The next 280 days or whatever it is, we will talk about being in community more and more and more. So reach out to one person for connection, or a person that you can support, or somebody that can help support you. So the blessing today is, may your journey be strengthened by others. May your journey be strengthened by others. Our questions: do you think people do too much or try to do too much on their own? What role does community play in personal growth? And what is one way people can support each other better? You know what I think I just realized as we do? So I'm going to put this in our chat so that you will have these questions for today. So let me jump these in here real quick. And boom, and hit send. So you guys have them and you can think of them and you can reflect on them. What I was saying is, I think right after we just got done with our breathing, I don't know if we drink any water. And I realized that I was getting ready to jump into our breathing again. So let's jump there. Let's just pop out of this. You guys got here. We're going to remove this. We're going to jump into breathing real quick. And as we're doing it, we're going to drink our first glass of water before, then we're going to breathe, and then we're going to drink our second glass right after. So we'll drink our water, we'll do our gratitude, and then we'll drink our second water. I don't forget that, it is a wonderful, beautiful day today. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose. Reminded that today, if you need to get the devotional, you need to get any of the things that you can go to the routine. Out loud. Good morning, Sonia. Thank you for reminding me. Take a breath. Love it. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do 3 more of these. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. One more. Breathe in. All right, let's jump into our gratitude session. So think about what you're grateful for today. I'm so grateful that I woke up this morning and get to start all over again. It's about right here. And we'll put it there. What are you grateful for today? Thank you, God, that I woke up this morning. Thank you for my breath in my lungs, strength in my body, clarity in my mind, and steadiness in my nervous system. Thank you for my heart being my heart beating faithfully, my brain processing with focus, my muscles supporting movement, and my body renewing itself. And thank you for helping me to understand that clarity in my health creates clarity in my life. Thank you for guiding me to stay disciplined in my habits so I don't drift into inconsistency. I'm thankful for the health and awareness you've given me and how I can tighten my daily habits so I operate with great focus, energy, and discipline. I thank you that I am deeply thankful for my family, my wife, my children, my parents, and the relationships that bring grounding, love, and responsibility into my life. Thank you for the trust that is built through consistency and my strength that comes from connection. I thank you for helping me recognize that attention is one of those greatest gifts I can give. Thank you for guiding me to be present, engaged, and intentional with people who matter the most. I thank you for the relationships in my life and how I can be more attentive in the present with somebody important today. I thank you for provision in my life, in the home, the food, my transportation and safety, and the structures that support my daily movement. Thank you for the stability that allows me to think clearly and act with purpose. Thank you for helping me to see provision and how it creates responsibility. What I have today is something I must manage wisely and intentionally. I'm thankful for the resources you've given me, how I can protect and use these resources more effectively today. I'm grateful for the financial provision and opportunity and ability to earn, to build, to manage, to give. Thank you for ideas and relationships experience that continue to create financial growth. I thank you for the helping me develop discipline and awareness in how I handle money. Thank you for guiding me to think long-term and act within intention. I'm thankful for financial opportunities in my life and how I can strengthen my financial habits and decision-making today. I'm thankful that I get to live with purpose and direction. Thank you that my life carries meaning and that my actions have the ability to impact others. Thank you for helping me understand that clarity leads to confidence, and when I am clear on my purpose, I move differently. Thank you for guiding me to stay aligned and focused. I'm thankful for the purpose you've placed in my life, and I'm thankful for teaching me how I can act with greater clarity and confidence in my purpose today. I thank you for the stories that we create. I thank you for things and adversities that we go through, like yesterday, that it gives me an opportunity not only to have a story, but to be able to share with others when they are feeling what they're feeling. I just thank you for the love that you continue to give me every single day as I move forward through my life, that I can have people that surround me, that can hug on me, that can love me, that I'm in community in a way that just seems so amazing, fantastic, and wonderful. I thank you for today. And as let me make sure I turn this one off, move into our next section, I said after gratitude that I would drink one more glass of water. So let us do that real quick. Let's drink one more glass of water. Hopefully I'll pop up here on the screen. Oh, it doesn't matter. I guess I don't have to pop up on the screen anymore. I can just, I have to click this button, I guess, to be on the screen. There we go. All right, so let me finish our water. All right, so today and tomorrow and for the rest of my life, excuse me, dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the things you put me on earth to do in a way that pleases you and serves others. The way that pleases you and serves others. Hey, today, tomorrow, for the rest of my life, I walk in the favor of God in my health. I walk in the favor of God in my finances. I walk in the favor of God in my business. I walk in the favor of God in my marriage. I walk in the favor of God in my relationships. I walk in the favor of God in my ministry. I walk in the favor of God with my children. I walk in the favor of God with my grandchildren. I walk in the favor in my debt elimination. I walk in the favor of God with my credit and creditors. I walk in the favor of God with my loans and applications. I walk in the favor of God in my service to others. I walk in the favor of God with my leaders. I walk in the favor of God with my investors. I walk in the favor of God with my mentors and my coaches. I walk in the favor of God with my new projects. I walk in the favor of God with my team. I walk in the favor of God with those who work for me, with me this day, paid or volunteered. And I can promise you, yesterday I walked in his favor with those folks that helped us with what we needed to do. Today and every day I walk in the favor of God, I talk in the favor of God, and I operate in the favor of God. The favor of God in my life changes for me rules and regulations and policies. It surrounds me and covers those who are close to me, whether they're here physically, online, in my sphere. If they're close to me, we're all walking in the favor because it just surrounds me and covers those. It is in every area of my life for the rest of my life. This day, I expect favor. I live favor. I anticipate favor. The time for favor is now, right now, today. Oh Lord, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hands be with me. Keep me from harm so that I will be free from pain. Oh my gosh, as we go into our affirmations today, and we move this, come on, we start right, here we go. I become the person my life requires. I'm becoming the person that my life requires. I am becoming the person that life requires. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I absolutely show up even when it's uncomfortable. I am consistent and not perfect. Ooh, I am consistent and I am definitely not perfect. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I'm grounded, grateful, and growing. I'm grounded, grateful, and growing. I'm grounded, grateful, and growing. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I attract unlimited wealth because I give extraordinary value. I attract unlimited wealth because I give extraordinary value. I attract unlimited wealth because I give extraordinary value. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I wake up on purpose and live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I protect my focus and guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. My body is healing and strengthening. I choose foods, movement, and habits that give me life and energy. My body is healing and strengthening. I choose foods, movement, and habits that give me life and energy. My body is healing and I'm strengthening. And I choose food, movement, and habits that give me life and energy. I speak life to myself and to others. I am a master at being present. I speak life into myself and to others, and I am a master at being present. I speak life to myself and to others, and I am a master at being present. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I choose courage over comfort today. I choose courage over comfort today. I choose courage over comfort today. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything that I need for what He has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. Everything works out for me. I direct my thoughts. That's so funny. Everything works out for me, even though it was craziness. It worked out for me because I direct my thoughts. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift and distractions. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift and distractions. And everything works out for me because that is the person I have become. And everything works out for me because that is the person I have become. I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. And I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill His purpose in me and through me. I count it all joy knowing that God is using every season to strengthen me and fulfill His life purpose in me and through me. There's a song I think by the Winans. It says, "Count it all joy, even now." Woo! That song played last night. That was good. Count it all joy knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill His purpose in me and through me. Count it all joy. Look that up today. I'll put it in the chat. Maybe we can find it there so you can listen to it. All right. The word of today is commitment. Today is commitment is the word of the day, meaning commitment is staying. Woo! We think about consistency, and then we can be committed to our consistency, right? Commitment is staying loyal to your decision after emotions change. Commitment is staying loyal to your decision or your consistency that you're doing after emotions change. Emotions high, intelligence is low, intelligence high, emotions low. And when we're thinking about our commitment, we have to be loyal to whatever that decision is. Whether it's something that, hey, this is so great, I came back from the convention and it's amazing, I'm going to do this. Now we have to commit to it. And then what comes from commitment in the way that you know that you are committed is the consistency that happens after. Excitement starts things, commitment finishes them. I was excited about we're going to do this devotional. We're going to do it every single day. We're going to do it for 365 days. We're going to change our lives. Yay. And then it becomes, I got to get up every morning. I got up every morning and I got to, sit down and I have to plan every night to get ready for the next day. And that has to happen every single day to do this. But we are committed to making it happen because we are committed to making a difference in people's lives. And then the consistency becomes, because when you make the commitment, now you have to do the things over and over and over and over again that show that you are committed, that show you and teach yourself that this is a muscle that we built, and we're getting stronger and stronger and better that we will talk about because we will not settle. It just seems like everything just flows together. One of the things in yesterday's event is one of the speakers that I didn't know. So one of the speakers that I knew for a little bit, we interviewed her. She ended up being a perfect fit. But she didn't know the theme and how we run things and how we move things. And so she got on and she was one of the last speakers that she's in the third session. And she goes, I can't believe how aligned my talk is to what you guys are doing and how that we are so coherent. And then she said, I'm committed to helping this move forward, which is so cool. Now we will see, right? She's made the commitment. Now we will see in next month when something comes up, when it gets a little bit harder, when the road isn't as easy. Because excitement does things, commitment finishes them. I've seen goals abandoned because feelings shifted, commitments hold steady when moods fluctuate. So whether you feel like it or not doesn't matter. The commitment is there. And I thank everybody who's here for going on this journey with us and being committed at least to a few days a week, or once a couple times a month, or every day. For those of you committed to doing it every day, I just love it, love it, love it. And so when you make your connection day, who counts on your reliability? Who says, oh, I want to be with that guy because when he says he's going to do something, his word is his bond. Are you that person that people can rely on? So when you make your connection today, maybe you're making somebody and you're helping them through this process of building them up to be able to do it, or you yourself are just meeting with somebody because you've made a commitment that every day you're going to make connections. Every day I make meaningful connections, right? That's one of our affirmations. Every day I make meaningful connections. Every day I make meaningful connections. So today, choose someone conversation to be fully present. Your phone's up, your eyes are down, and you're making those connections. You promise yourself today. My suggestion is honor one long-term commitment. Honor one long-term commitment, however you want to honor it. Maybe it's a phone call. Maybe it's just you sitting down and breathing, going, this is a long-term commitment because this is a journey, and our journey will hit us to our destination. This isn't just a fad. This isn't just something that we're going to do, because if you truly made your commitment to doing it, it's something that's going to be long-term. But whatever your promise is today, make sure that is a commitment that I would love for you to keep, is to put it in your promise journal, and you will write it down. You will say it out loud. You'll do it before you go to bed. And then tomorrow morning, you will check off that you did it. All right. So that is our word for today, which was commitment. And now we will move into our, let's do the I. We're doing I this week. All right. We'll start back with the we again next week. So we're going to start out with our prayer, because we are not settling. So let me make it large enough so that you can read it and you can say it with me. I'll say it a little bit slower today just because I want to make sure you're able to follow along. I want to make sure you're able to say it out loud. Oh my gosh. And I just thank you for that commitment that's doing it. All right. So thanks, Lex, for showing up today. That's awesome. Heavenly Father, I make up my mind today. I will experience your best for my life. I will not settle for small living or small expectations. I will not settle for things getting worse in my life. Things are getting better and better for me. Everything in my life is getting better and better. I will not settle for my past holding me back from my future. You have destined me for greatness. So I will not settle for a mediocre life. I choose to receive your blessings. I let go of small expectations. I choose to receive what you have already done for me. I expect goodness and mercy to follow me all the days of my life. I choose today to think big and to renew my mind to heaven's way of thinking. I will speak to the mountains and they will move. My family and my descendants will be blessed. I will possess the land. I will use big language because you are big language. I will ask big. I will seek big. I will dream big. I will never stop envisioning a better life and dreaming about a better life. My family being better, my health being better, my purpose being better, my emotions being better, my mind being better, and my finances being better. I refuse to settle for a life that is getting worse. I embrace a life that is getting brighter and brighter and better and better and stronger, from glory to glory every day until the day of your return. I give up small thinking. I expect good things to happen to me every day of my life. I agree with your way of looking at things. I decide to think bigger every day, and I will continue to ask for what you said I could ask for, those desires of my heart. I accept visions and dreams that the Holy Spirit has placed within me. I will not be limited by any ceiling, any roof, any wall, any barrier, or any limitation others place on me, like age, race, color, education, or gender, or anything else others say I am. Nothing will limit me because you are the unlimited God and you live inside me. I stand on knowing that you are able to do immeasurably, abundantly above all that I can ask or imagine according to your power that works within me. Today, I let go of a small God and small expectations. I begin to dream bigger dreams, my wildest dreams, believing that you will do exceedingly beyond all of them. In your name, amen, amen, and amen. And as we prepare to end today and listen to our song, I just want to let you know that you are God's greatest gift. He loves you if you allow him to. Let him wrap his arms around you. Let him just sit with you. You are an answer to somebody else's prayer today. And in that answer to somebody else's prayer, you just have to be available to let God use you in a way that he wants to today. Don't forget you were born for greatness. The greatness is inside you. Let it ooze out on you all over. I hope you enjoyed the song that we'll play, and then we'll come back with a blessing for you to go throughout your day. But I just want you to say, I want you to have this amazing, awestruck, where you see what your future is going to look like, because your future is so bright. Enjoy the song. All right, all right, all right. Hey, so want to say this ever before. You guys have an amazing day. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. And oh, the song didn't play. You just had the other music. I apologize. Well, anyways, we will do it again tomorrow. I don't know what happened. All right, sorry about the technology. I just saw that thing in there. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll make sure it plays tomorrow. Talk to you soon.